It seems like it's been forever since I've had a FaceTime what sold video. Typically I do guess the perceived value of what sold, but I'm not getting a lot of comments on those videos in the last few that I've done. So unless you let me know, I really don't know which type of video you prefer. But this is going to be a what sold video for November, and I am going to share some behind the scenes, some B-roll, and talk about the item, tell you what I paid for it and what it sold for. I did decide to separate out all the Christmas sales. I thought it would be fun to put together just a what sold Christmas video that will come out, I think, the week of Christmas. I think that would be appropriate, don't you? So watch for that one. And of course, subscribe if you haven't done so. If you're new here, thanks for joining us. We're Avante-Avenue. My husband Mark and I are full-time resellers on eBay. Been reselling for quite a long time. We are in the retirement stage of life, but we still resell full-time. It's a lot of fun, and we work as a team, which makes it great. Love going out, finding things to resell, the challenge of making a good profit on it. In fact, our tagline is simple sells for good profit. We have over 200 videos on Avante-Avenue, and if you enjoy these kind of videos, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. All right, let's get to those what sold items for November. The first item that I have for you are these little itty bitty tiny vases that sold for a pretty good price. I paid only $1.50 for these 3 little vases at the Salvation Army. Because it had branding like this, I just thought, this might just be something. They took the time to brand it. This is a 3-piece set of Kaler Hammershort miniature fluted white little mini vases designed by Hans Christian Bauer. And they sold for $30 plus shipping. That was a nice sale. This high gloss ceramic bear figure, it was pretty tall, sold for $18 plus shipping. I found these 2 metal trays at a church rummage sale, and one of the things that I remember about them is that they smelled of potpourri. They were really strong, so I put that in my description. Didn't pay very much for them, but they did sell eventually for $18 plus shipping. I can't remember where I picked up this cute little lamb planter. I don't pick up very many of these though. I used to years ago, but not so much anymore. They're not a big seller, and even though it didn't cost very much, I did sell it for $26.95 plus shipping. Honestly, that was a surprise because I had make offer on it, but they paid full price. Love that. Ever since I've started ending and doing sell similar of my older listings, they've been flying out the door. So if you are not trying that technique to get sales, end and sell similar, it really does work. Paid a couple dollars for this vase, and it sold for $19 plus shipping. A tip though about end and sell similar. If you have a listing with variations, do not end and sell similar because it will put your original inventory back in there. So don't do that unless you want to do inventory all over again. But it works fine to end and sell similar other listings. I've told you before in other videos that I pick up little Home Interiors votive cups, the glass votives, and I sold 2 of these red ones for $11.90 plus shipping. I typically don't pay more than 25 to 50 cents each. They're not fast sellers, but they do sell. And in case you don't know, tiki items do sell, and they can sell pretty good. I probably have only 50 cents into this little tiki figure, and it sold for $13 plus shipping. Do you pick up tiki things to resell? You might want to. You might want to give them a try. I picked up these Home Interiors candle holders. They'll hold a tapered candle or a votive or a tea light. Paid $2 for them, and they sold on offer for $20 plus shipping. I just put this shop and haul video out recently. At this church rummage sale, I picked up a little wood shelf, no branding on it whatsoever, has that shabby style chic, and I say shabby style chic for a reason. Shabby chic is copywritten, and you can get a Vero or a flag on eBay and your listing taken down if you use shabby chic, those 2 words in a row. So my workaround is shabby style chic. Anyway, I think I paid $2 for it, and it sold on offer for $33 plus shipping. Not a bad profit. I found this framed fireman's prayer at a garage sale. I have about $1 into it. I don't ship a lot of framed items, and a little tip for you is I use painter's tape and tape over the glass several directions to give it a little extra protection, and of course wrap it really well. Paid a couple dollars, and it sold for a full asking price of $26.95 plus shipping. These 3 little vases, and I do mean little, were a complimentary gift from Reader's Digest, and I did cover up the label that said complimentary. I have about $1.50 into the 3 little vases, and they sold for a full asking price of $24.95 plus shipping. And I love it when it has the original packaging. It makes it so easy to ship. And of course I did double box. The elephant in the room. Yes, elephants can sell, but I had this one for a long time. It's a Homeco porcelain elephant. I have about $1 into it. It finally sold. It didn't sell for much. I finally accepted an offer of $13 plus shipping. What do you do? This is a tapestry wall hanging 2-piece set. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name, the brand. It's also known as a bell pull hanger. I have about $1 into it, and it sold for $15 plus shipping. I love these wood spools. I pick them up whenever I can. The buyer and I went back and forth in several messages trying to explain to her the dimensions, even though I have the dimensions in the description. So I don't have a whole lot into them, a few dollars, and they sold for $29.74 plus shipping. When I bought these items, they were an experiment. I found some Halloween cards, some really nice Halloween cards, paid like 50 cents a box. I thought when I bought them that all of the cards were good, but some of them had writing in them. So I had to discard those. But still, I thought, well, okay, maybe I can sell these. I'll give them a try. I broke them into 2 lots. The first lot includes 14 cards, and it sold for $16.96 plus shipping. And then the second lot sold to someone else for $21.21. Some of my items are on sale. That's why you see some odd numbers. This is a garage sale find from a few months ago. In fact, I don't think I put out a video on this one. We have a couple of dollars into it. New sealed puzzle. And we were very happy when it sold for full asking price of $29.95 plus shipping. I always love it when you can turn $2 into $29.95. That's why we love reselling. You get hooked when you make that kind of profit. We have found that craft kits have been selling quite well when you can find them, new sealed. This is a recent Goodwill find. I think we have $3.99 into it, and it sold for $42.46. So be on the lookout for new sealed craft kits, from needle crafts to paper making to whatever. Yes, I still sell some clothing. I'm not picking up a lot of clothing anymore because we make so much more profit on hard goods. But I don't have much invested in my clothing. On average, $1 a piece. I buy them at garage sales, church rummage sales, and at a consignment shop when they're marked down to $1. This is a new with tag basic editions, nothing fancy, sold for $19.97 plus shipping. And this Kim Rogers button-down shirt sold for $14 plus shipping. And if you follow our channel, you know that I talk about all the jewelry that I have to list. And I am trying to get more of it listed. And on my jewelry, I have 50 cents to $1 maybe invested. This unbranded heart-shaped Valentine earrings sold for $14.93 plus shipping. This denim Crown and Ivy button front shirt, women's shirt, sold for $17.95 plus shipping. I've had this shirt way too long in our inventory. We bought this about 4 years ago when we went to Canada. Maybe it was 5 years ago. It's been a really long time ago since we've gone to Canada to visit our friends. I bought a whole bunch of men's shirts, mostly t-shirts, but it took forever for this one to sell. I have a couple of dollars into it and finally accepted an offer of $15 just to get it out the door. This is an off-brand in many ways, Mountain Lake. I don't even know who sells it. Had it for quite a while. It's not a brand that I would ever pick up again, but it did sell on offer for $15 plus shipping. Another little pin sold at $14.93 plus shipping. I just want to say here that I tried an experiment. I put my jewelry at $14.95 free ship. Did I sell some? Sure, I sold a few pieces. But I don't really like free shipping. So I marked the jewelry back up to $14.95 and added a $3.95 shipping, something fairly nominal. And it's been working just fine. You don't have to do free shipping to make sales. I don't have free shipping on anything in our store, and we have over 2,500 items, and sales are just fine. So don't give away your money. Make sure you're making enough, and if you are charging shipping, make sure you're collecting enough to cover those eBay fees. Clark's shoes are a good brand, and this is a woman's size 8.5. I pick them up at garage sales for about $2 or $3, sometimes $5, but they sold for $29.99 plus shipping. Another shirt that I've had in inventory for a long time, and again, I did end and sell similar on clothing as well. I do about 200 items a day that I end and sell similar. This t-shirt, Old Navy, not in great shape, nothing fancy, not even sure why I bought it, but you have to remember I bought it years ago, wouldn't buy it again today, and it sold for full asking price at $24.92 plus shipping. Craft & Barrow, a Kohl's brand. I do have some of this brand in my closet, but I wouldn't say it's a big seller on eBay. Took quite a while for this one to sell, but it did sell for $21.18 plus shipping. I would have liked a little more for this men's XXL button front shirt, but I did accept an offer of $19 plus shipping. You know, when I started eBay back up about 4 years ago after taking a break when we moved from Ohio to Tennessee, my goal with clothing was to sell a piece of clothing for $15 and hopefully net $10 after my cost of goods and eBay fees. And then I realized that I was setting my goals far too low. I started pricing my clothing at $24.95 with make offer, and ever since I sell many things at full asking price, or at least somewhere between the $15 to $20 range. And I don't think that's too bad at all for used clothing. So remember, you don't have to give your stuff away to make a sale. Try a higher price and put make offer and see what happens. And I think you'll really be surprised when things sell for full asking price. This New Directions top, size large, sold for $17. This top would be $3.99 at the thrift stores or $8 at my local consignment shop. Because I started at $24.95 with make offer, I was able to get more out of it than the thrift store or the consignment shop. I got $17 out of it. I have $1 invested. That's what I mean about not being afraid to price your things higher and put make offer on it. When I have a bunch of earrings that are not branded, nothing special, kind of hard to list because there's nothing exciting about them, I just group like things together, whether they're clip earrings or pierced earrings. I just group like things together, put a price on it, typically $24.95 with make offer. And this 4-piece lot, again, unbranded, unmarked, unsigned, sold for $16.93 plus shipping. And I got them out the door. I do continue to buy denim skirts, denim jackets, and denim skirts. Doesn't really matter too much the size, although I prefer larger sizes. I get these at a church thrift store, and I pay typically $1 to $2 per skirt. I find a lot of long denim skirts in our area. And this Christopher & Banks woman's size 4, so it's quite small, sold for $21.18. On average, I mark my skirts $24.95 like I do most of my clothing, and I was happy with $21.18 plus shipping. These shoes were an experiment. I decided to go to our retail store that had some markdown shoes that had boxes but without lids, so the returns or closeout. I paid $10 for these shoes, which for me was paying up, but they did sell for $58.04 plus shipping. We really have sold a lot more clothes, as I said, from doing the end and sell similar. This is a NWTIZOD quarter zip pullover. No doubt I probably paid $2 to $3 for this one, but it sold on offer for $30 plus shipping. How did it sell for $30? Because I started at $39.95. That's how it sold for $30. I will always keep my eyes open for plus size clothing. It does sell very well for me. This is a Halston size 2X pullover top, sold for full asking price at $24.95 plus shipping. This wallet is a garage sale find. It is leather, has a Western cowboy design on it. Got it at a garage sale for $2, and it sold for $21.21 plus shipping. Some of these odd numbers, again, are because I've had sales going on. This Crown & Ivy 2XL men's button-down shirt sold for $19.99 plus shipping. And this Eddie Bauer large and tall button-down shirt. We sell a lot of button-down shirts. Sold for $15.96 plus shipping. This Cato woman plus size pullover top in a silvery, shiny finish. Sold for $15 plus shipping. Probably good for the holidays, Christmas, New Year's Eve. And this silver plated trinket box, which honestly I found out after I got it home that it was a craft project. That bow that you see on top doesn't belong there. No, it doesn't. Have a couple of dollars into it, and it sold for $20.56 plus shipping. I think the odds and ends category is becoming my favorite, besides Christmas. Sweeper bags, what can I tell you? Some sweeper bags sell for a decent price, especially these. These are not Gary brand, Garry, but they're for a Gary vacuum cleaner. And you know what? I've sold these a few times, and I finally went out on Google and did some research and found out that these bags are supposed to come free when you buy this sweeper. But I'm wondering if they're not able to get the bags in, because I have sold these now several times. I set up one listing. This sold for $11.65 plus shipping. So even if they're supposed to be free, you can still sell them. People will still buy them. They're quick flip and easy to pack and ship. Gotta love those ink cartridges. I think you see them in almost every video, every What Sold video that we put out. You just got to check out ink cartridges. They're so easy. It's amazing how many times you can find ink cartridges new sealed at the Goodwill or garage sales or church sales. It doesn't have to be a complete box. It can be a partial box. Just explain it in your title and description and condition notes. We have just a couple of dollars into this 5-count of ink cartridges and sold them for $44 plus shipping. You know, it's a no-brainer. Pick up ink cartridges to resell. New sealed, that's the key. New sealed. And of course, check the comps. Don't just buy any. Don't buy the off brands, buy the name brands, and check the eBay sold comps. This is a really odd item that we found at the Goodwill. I think it was $3.99. It's a Samsung 3rd generation Smart Things hub. And it was missing a data cable. Mark looked at it, saw something was missing, and passed it up. I found it a little bit later, looked at it, knew it was missing something, but checked eBay sold comps anyway and decided to buy it. That's why it's good that we shop separately in the store and come across the same things, because each of us can have a different take on the item. So what, $3.99 invested? Sold this for $60 plus shipping. That was a nice profit. Now, I don't seek out curtain shower rings, but if I'm at a garage sale or a church sale and they're 50 cents a box and they look like they're brand new or in excellent condition, sure, I'll pick them up, especially if they're a cute theme like these, the Western Cowboy theme. Again, 50 cents into it, and sold them for full asking price of $26.95 plus shipping. Do you know that Hello Kitty stuff sells, and it still sells really well? Yes, it does. We made a trip to Ohio and went to my favorite thrift store in Hartville Thrift. And as we were about to leave, I found this cute little Hello Kitty teacup-shaped digital alarm clock and radio. It didn't cost very much, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. Would I have liked more? Of course. Found this Denny Snow Factory snow cone maker at the Restore. The Restore is a really good place to find appliances. You do have to look them over, and I like it best if they have their original box. Look at Goodwill, but especially check out your Restore. Have about $3 into this, and it sold for a full asking price of $29.95 plus shipping. This was a church rummage sale find. I did pay $5 for it. It's a Microsoft Zune music video player. Now here's the thing. It could have been worth a lot of money, but it was missing a cord, and I wasn't able to open it up and test it and see if there was anything on it. So the buyer was really questioning me. Does this have music on it? What type of music does it have on it? And I couldn't answer those questions. And that's not a good place to be. So because I couldn't really answer their questions about what kind of music was on there, if any, I did accept an offer of $40 plus shipping. Otherwise, it could have been worth about $100. You have seen throughout some of our videos that I do pick up small lamps. I try to be within a reasonable size so that I don't exceed the 12 by 12 by 12 or 36 inches that the USPS has determined is an oversized package, meaning that it's not that you can't ship it, it just costs a whole lot more. So I try to stay within my box sizes that I know are not oversized. That's what I look for when I buy a lamp. I actually carry a tape measure with me. Paid a couple dollars for this milk glass lamp, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. This cute lamp is a garage sale find. I paid only $2 for it. I think you'll be surprised what it sold for. It sold for $59.95 plus shipping. This is one of my favorite finds this summer. We were at a garage sale. I saw this toaster on a shelf. They wanted $5 for it. It wasn't in very good condition, needed a lot of cleaning, but I snuck off to another porch to look at more things and looked it up on eBay and found out that they were going for quite a bit of money. So I bought it for $5. It sat on Mark's workbench for about 3 months, I think. And then one day he got it all cleaned up and shiny and tested it and put some bread in it and toasted it, determined it was in good working order. We finally got it listed, and it sold for $189.95. Yes, toasters can sell for good money. Vintage toasters. Do your research, check your comps. Do you see why I keep saying in my tagline and over, simple sells for good profit? How many other people passed by that toaster that day? Don't be that person. Check the comps and buy it. Well, Mark found this dish at the Goodwill for $2.99. Do you ever find that bright green glass when you're out sourcing? It wasn't in perfect shape, but it had that bright green color. Do you know what I'm talking about? This color kind of looks ordinary right now, right? It's not. It has uranium in it. It's uranium glass, and it glows. If it only shows up as purple like it is on my hand right now, it doesn't have uranium. But if it glows, it's uranium glass. What do you have there, Mark?
Well, it appears to be uranium glass.
And we think it's the coolest thing ever. I've got a little collection going on right now upstairs on my kitchen buffet. It sold for $19.95 plus shipping. And I have some plates back here that are still listed for sale. If you followed our channel, you know that we buy a lot of glassware. And one of the reasons that we've gotten into glass more and more is because there's a lot of competition here. There are a lot of resellers out there, either buying to resell on the internet or sell at the flea market or sell at their antique booth. There's a lot of competition here, as I imagine there is in your area too. We always find glass that resellers pass by. So I decided to get over my fear of packing and shipping it. And if you don't know, I have quite a few pack and ship videos out there for packing and shipping glass items, from stemware to plates and everything else in between. My point is this. We do pick up a lot of glass. A section of clear glass over here and a whole bunch of other glass on my other wall. And of course we sell all kinds of things. But this simple 5 count of vintage Pyrex bowls, 3 cup bowls, so they were pretty decent size. Got them at a garage sale for a couple of dollars, and they sold for $35 plus shipping. I know it's scary to think about packing and shipping glass, but just subscribe and watch all my pack and ship videos. And once you do it a few times, it's not so scary anymore. You can do it. You can pack and ship glass too. You can always find glass at a sale to resell, because while the resellers don't want to buy it, buyers on eBay do. And speaking of glassware, I found this lot of Libbey glasses at the Goodwill store for $3.99 for a set of 4. They sold really fast, and they sold for $26.95 plus shipping. This little pack of Williams-Sonoma little leaf-shaped pastry cutouts is a 50-cent find at the Restore. Sold them for $14.95 plus shipping. This is just a single shaker, pepper shaker. Has a lot of wear on it. Have a couple of dollars into it, and sold it for $15 plus shipping. This was an odd thing to pick up. Maybe it should have been in my odds and ends, but it belongs in the kitchen, so I put it here. It's a knife holder. It was in really excellent condition. The brand is Wusthof. I think that's how you say it. And I listed it for $24.95 and accepted an offer of $18 plus shipping. When we buy dishes, we list them as replacement dishes and typically list them a lot of 2, sometimes 4. By the time you average out what we pay for a lot of dishes, they normally come in about 50 cents a piece. These 2 dinner plates sold for $12.95 plus shipping. Took a while for these plastic lids to sell, but they were free. They were free at a garage sale. You know, the free box that we like to look in? They're replacement lids for Corningware dishes, and to my surprise, they sold for full asking price of $24.95, and yes, they were free. Love that. These 4 glasses were a garage sale find. I think we paid $1 to $2 for the 4. There were 6, but a couple of them were not in very good shape. They had some chips, so out the door they went. They're anchor hocking in a honey amber color in a honeycomb type pattern, and they sold for full asking price of $26.95 plus shipping. This is another Restore find. I was excited to find these. I got them before they actually went out on the floor completely. We have here over $200 worth of value that we paid $15 for it. I'm piecing everything out, you know, for replacement. And this Mikasa Blue Daisies Japan butter dish sold for $30 plus shipping. Check your comps, split them out, put them out there as replacement pieces. Have you ever heard of replacements.com? It's a good place to search comps. But you know, they have an eBay store too. And as long as you price slightly under their prices, you can get the items sold. This is another garage sale find. The lady wanted $10 for these glasses. They're made by Indiana Glass. I did search my comps before I bought them because $10 is a lot to shell out. We set them up in lots of 4, and someone bought both lots for $64.73. So yes, I had to pack 8 glasses. No worries. Got it done, and you can do it too. We like to have all price ranges in our stores, so we do pick up little things to resell. Not everything can be a $24.95 sale. This little fish-shaped bottle opener was, I think, 25 to 50 cents, and it sold for full asking price at $14.95 plus shipping. These bowls are a Goodwill find. They're made by Crate and Barrel. The style is called Stacks. They're really nice salad bowls. We got 8 of them. I think they might have been $6.99 at Goodwill. I set them up in lots of 4, and this lot of 4 sold for $80 plus shipping. And I still have 4 more to sell. $80. When you find things, you have to check your eBay sold comps to know when you got something good in front of you. Then after a while, you just know. Another Goodwill find, this set of 4 Princess House glasses. I've really been surprised, to tell you the truth, how many good things we found at the Goodwill to resell this year, considering how many resellers go there, because I chat with them. I'm really surprised how many good things we found. I think we've got $3.99 into this box of 4 glasses, and they sold for $40 plus shipping. I did double box these. I always double box boxed items. These Pampered Chef pie rings are garage sale find. Got a couple of dollars into them. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that it took until fall, you know, Thanksgiving and Christmas time for them to sell. And they did sell for $22 plus shipping. This set looks like salt and pepper shakers, but they're not. They look like they're uranium glass, but they're not. You really have to have your flashlight to test it. I really did think they were uranium glass, but they were not. They were just little spice containers, and they sold for full asking price at $24.95 plus shipping. This 8-count of Sheltonware silver-plated napkin rings did sell for $15 plus shipping. Paid $8 for a lot of these silver-plated goblets at a garage sale this summer. They are made in Portugal. On the bottom it says Portugal, Salem. We set up the listing in lots of 2, and they are silver-plated. And this lot of 2 sold for $16.96 plus shipping. This is another garage sale find. I think I paid $2 for it, and it sold for $26.99 plus shipping. And when I can, I fit it into a padded flat rate envelope versus media mail, which can take a long time to get there. I think when people want it, they want it fast, and they're willing to pay priority. We were at a church rummage sale and found this silver-plated pitcher for $1. The brand is Gorham. Didn't look very good. It wasn't very shiny, but Mark took and cleaned it up really well, made it shiny and bright, and it sold for full asking price at $26.95 plus shipping. Thanks, Mark. Great job. Another Goodwill find. One day in there I found a couple of these Cook Street butter dishes. That's how it works sometimes. Somebody donates something, they donate more than one of the same brand. I think I paid $2.99, and it sold for $13.95 plus shipping. I think the larger one I have will sell for more. I don't pick up a lot of pie plates, but this one is a Fire King with an ornate snowflake pattern. I did pay $2 for it at a church rummage sale. Didn't get as much as what I'd like for it, but it sold for $14.99 plus shipping. Another find from the Hartville thrift store in Ohio. This Disney Lion King coffee cup. It's a really tall coffee cup. Didn't pay much for it, and it sold for $19.95 plus shipping. I think this is a church rummage sale find. It's starting to get hard to remember everything. Probably have a couple of dollars into this set, and it sold for $24.26 plus shipping. I was at an estate sale last year, and I picked up 3 boxes of cookie cutters, seasonal cookie cutters that were put out by Family Circle, you know, the magazine Family Circle. I sold the other 2 boxes quite some time ago, and this Valentine's set finally sold. I didn't get a lot on it, $13 plus shipping, but got it out the door. More glasses. I have so many glasses, but my shelf right now, it's actually getting, I won't say bare, but there's room for more. Found this 6-count lot of Libbey glasses, octagon shaped. Color is called Spanish green. I think we paid $3.99 to $4.99, and they sold for full asking price of $49.99 plus shipping. I hope you enjoyed this what sold video, and as I said, the Christmas what sold video will be coming out the week of Christmas, so be sure to subscribe and ring that bell for notifications, and of course I appreciate a like as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Vicki with Avante-Avenue, and Mark and I will see you soon. Simple sales for good profit.